Hello everybody and welcome to Music Theory Grade 1 Knowing Your Thinking Steps. This video will help you to go through some of all the questions in the Grade 1 paper and what you need to think and how you should think in order to get the answer. Okay, so go to the ABRSM website, okay? And then you can download the free sample paper and you should be downloading the grade 1. Okay, and if you need the link, you can click the description box below and you will get the website, click on it and then download the paper. Alright, let's move on and take a look at the first question. Over here, question 1.1 reads, circle the correct time signature for each of these bar. Now, okay, on the exam, the online exam, you're not required to circle. It's just to you can click and choose which is the answer. So, we will just focus on the keyword over here. So this question, the keyword is time signature. Okay, and in order to get the correct time signature, or in order to know what the time signature for each of these bars, okay, my recommendation is that you try to draw your circles, your half, your quarters, okay, in order to know how many counts each note is, and at the end of the bar, how many counts in total. Okay, so for example, if you think that this note is 1 count, you can just draw one circle on top, okay? And then, yes, we have to count the rests. Do you see there's a rest over there? Notes and rests must be counted, okay? So this rest, if you think is like half a count, okay, you just draw half a count and you continue until the next note and all the notes until the end of the bar, and then you count how many circles you have altogether, then you select the correct answer. Okay, just to highlight to everybody, this video does not give you the answers to the question, okay? It's just a video that will go through the thinking steps, like how to read the question, how to spot the keywords, and what should you be thinking of when looking at all these notes. Okay, so just go through this video, know the thinking steps, and then work out the questions by yourself. Okay, alright, so that's for question 1.1, and please make sure you finish out all 3 questions. Okay, let's move on. Question 1.2, and it reads, add the one missing bar line to each of these 5 melodies. Okay, one missing bar line is very important because you just have to draw one line, okay? For one question, it's only one line. Okay, and what kind of lines do you have to draw? You have to draw bar lines. Okay, bar lines are short little lines that you have to draw so that you can separate the notes into the correct number of beats per bar. So in order to know how many beats are there in the bar, we need to look at, what is it? Yes, the time signature. Okay, so, and do take note, every question has a different time signature, okay? So you have to make sure you look at every single time signature very carefully. And also to note that there are 5 melodies for you to do, so please complete all 5 melodies. So far so good? Yeah, we'll continue on to the next question. Question 1.3. This is easy. Pick one box to answer each question. So if I were you, of course, the very important thing is to pick up the keywords, like how many, the first question, the 1.38, how many quavers are there in this note? So I will just highlight quavers and I'll highlight this note, okay? then you need to go and think, how many count is a quaver? Okay, so if you think that quaver is like half count, you just draw half count here, so you know, okay, quaver is half a count. And this note over here, okay, how many counts this note? If you think that this note over here is 3 counts, you draw 3 counts over here, right? And then after that, you have to go and think how many quavers can you see in this note, and then you select your answer. Okay, question 1.3b. How many crotchets are there in a semibrieve? So the keyword will be crotchets and semibrieve. Okay, this is really easy. Please get the 2 marks. Keep the 2 marks in your pocket, okay? Go and work on these 2 questions, and let's move on when you're ready. Question 1.4. This question a little bit trickier. Tick one box to show which bar is grouped correctly. Okay, the keyword is grouped. So what topic are you tested on for this question? Is the topic on beaming. Okay, and beaming basically mean when the tails are joined, the note tails are joined, and how do you know how many tails, how many notes need to be joined together? Okay, in order to know how the notes are beamed, very important, we have to look at what? Look at the time signature. It tells you lots of information. And the time signature for this question is 3/4. Okay, the time signature for these 3 options will be the same. It's just that you have to take a look at how the notes are beamed. Okay, same thing first, because you are looking at note value. Note value means how many counts. My recommendation to you again is, if you see one note, like for example this first note is how many count, you draw the note, the count, right? Like a circle, a half, or quarter that we usually do in class. Okay, and then when you're done drawing, you should see the grouping, and then you have to think of the time signature and see which grouping fits the time signature. Alright, moving on. Question 1.5. Tick across each box to show whether the rests are correct or incorrect. Now, when it comes to this question, the keyword is rests. Okay, so in order to know how many rests you need or what are the value of the rests that you need to take a look at the yes. It's the time signature again over here. Okay, so for example, 4/4 means there are 4 quadrat beats in a bar. So what we need to do is we just have to draw 4, 2, 3, 4 in a bar, right? This is a bar, and here, and then you have to go and shade. Okay, remember, first thing, look at the time signature. Okay, based on the time signature, you can draw a circle. Okay, depending what is the time signature. Alright, and then number 2, you have to shade. And what do you need to shade? Shade only the notes, because by shading the notes, then you will know the remaining, how many counts are there remaining, and that will be your value of the rest. So coming to the question again, in the first question over here, the first box, so if you think that the first note is 1 count, you go and shade to 1 circle. If you think the second note, the second note is still 1 more count, okay, then you go and shade the circle, and then you see, there are 2 circles left, and then these 2 circles, what happens? Is this rest over here the correct rest for these 2 circles? Okay, you can think about it. Okay, put a tick across, and I hope you get this question correct. And of course, you must repeat the same drawing of the 4 circles for this bar, second bar, and the third bar. Okay, over here, the last bar you don't have to do, because there's no question to be answered. So you don't have to do the last bar. Okay, you just have to focus on box 1, box 2, and box 3. Just make sure that you answer all the box 1, box 2, box 3. Okay, And let's move on. Question 1.6. Oh, very easy. One box which shows the four notes written in order from the shortest value to the longest value. Same thing first. Always, always, always highlight keyword, okay? You're supposed to tick only one box, and then to show which notes are in the correct order from the shortest to the longest. Okay, shortest notes means that the notes that has the smallest value, and longest means the note that has the biggest value. Okay, the most number of counts.